This is the Wow Hua Hin channel.
I'm here with Leigh Higgins. I am going to ask her with so many interesting things that she's been doing in Hua Hin. Thank you, Leigh, for joining me.
Thank you for inviting me.
You just had the show earlier. Thank you so much, for your time that you let
Yes. No, so I do a little bit of radio announcing on Surf 102.5 here in Hua Hin. So it's a great opportunity to talk to the wider audience here in Hua Hin.
Is this the only place that you do the interview or?
Yeah, I run my own YouTube channel and I'm on social media with different types of video and that type of thing. But no, this is the only place that I do the announcing.
How long have you been living in Hua Hin?
So I've been here nearly 7 years. So
7 years?
Yeah, we moved from my husband and myself and our two adopted pugs moved to Hua Hin about 7 years ago and we wanted to start a food tour business or a tourism business here in Hua Hin.
So I saw that you have pages on Facebook. What's the name?
Yeah, so our business is called Feast Thailand. Our overall business is called Food Discovery, but our food tour and sightseeing tour business is called Feast Thailand. So it started about showing international tourists about real Thai food, how to experience, how to eat, what the ingredients are. And I find the food scene here in Hua Hin really fantastic, not only with Thai food, but certainly from an international perspective as well. But even though we focus on Thai food, that's our passion, and that's what people know us for.
So what's the best thing about food that you've been experiencing here, like in places?
In Hua Hin? Well, I think one of the things, and having travelled around Thailand for over 30 odd years with Shane, my husband, one of the unique things about Hua Hin and its food culture is it has a great representation of all the four regions, whether that's southern food, northeastern, northern, central food, and also probably in there is royal Thai cuisine as well. And not every province around the country has that diversity. Probably in Bangkok, yes, you can find it, you can search it all out, but Hua Hin being the type of city it is, you can find all of those different cuisines and the flavors in one place.
What's your favorite dish?
Oi, that's really, really hard to explain.
Like you would name three.
I love Isan food and I love southern food, Ahandai. So, I love a great gang som. I like yum nem khao tot. And, I also love, like a northern style, nam prikong.
Wow, those are very, not many people, they know about it.
No, and that's where our food tours come into play because our food tours don't show normal, what people eat.
Not tom yum, not green curry.
Well, if we do those types of dishes, they have to be true examples of it. And a lot of tourists, when they come to Thailand, they know Thai food from what they've experienced in their home country or hometown. But when you come here, it's different altogether. The ingredients are different, and also the people cooking it, obviously, are very, very different. So what we try to do is do items on our food tours that are not on the menus in people's hometowns. So we've done a lot of research before we came here, and whilst we've been here, understanding what people know, and people know pad thai and people know mango and sticky rice, and all of those are fantastic dishes.
Yeah.
So we just show them next level, and it's not next level in spice, it could be next level in flavor or dishes that becomes their next favorite dish, and that's what Feast Thailand is all about.
Do you provide the cooking classes as well?
No, I'm all about eating. So sometimes in our tours, though, we do some demonstrations because what we find is the people who come here and to Hua Hin, they're either regular visitors to Hua Hin or they want something that's a little bit different. And sometimes they're on a short stay as well. So if they're not cooked back home in their home country, sometimes doing a cooking class is not going to help them. So that's where we step in. And our guests really love understanding the ingredients, understanding the taste, getting their new favorite dish. but also they love just watching demonstrations, watching how other people do. So whilst I love cooking, but there's some great cooking schools here in Hua Hin. You know what? So they specialise in that, and we specialise in eating.
Which place do you take like them to the expo in Hua Hin, like local markets and
Yeah, so we do local markets, but we take people to where tourists will not go or not find.
such as
Well, there's lots of places because we personally eat where local Hua Hin people eat, and that's where we take our guests because we find that the flavours are much more authentic and and what we would call jing jing and it's much more authentic, and that's where we go. So we have probably about 30 odd places that we use for all different things. And one of the special things that we look for is, every venue needs to have a story. So it's not just about showing a good plate of food. The tour guides or our Thai tour guides have to be able to chat about the food and the culture and where it comes from. Or it might be something about the person, might be something about the venue, might be something about the special ingredient that those person use. And I'll give you an example. One of the places that we love taking guests to is to Hua Hin, opposite the palace.
okay.
Now, she's an amazing lady. Like, she's there on her own. She runs this little Ranahan, a little restaurant, serving up really authentic northern style food. And you walk into this little restaurant, and sometimes it looks like a bomb shelter because she's been so busy and she's there on her own. But her story about why she moved from, Chiang Mai down to here was to be near King Ramanai and the palace. And every time the tour guides say that story, they get that reaction. Wow. And she's beautiful. She's just such a genuine, beautiful person.
Since you mentioned it, I should go and try it.
Absolutely.
Then there are not so many northern restaurants in Hua Hin, right?
There's people doing certain dishes here, and there's a few. There's a few northern restaurants here, but not a lot. But I think the quality of those northern restaurants here are actually really good. So we travel a lot around Thailand as well, because what we want to always try and do too is make sure that the food we're tasting here is similar to the food, whether it's in the north or the south or northeast. So that gives us a bit of a litmus test around what the venues are doing here and the chefs are doing here compared to their home areas.
What made you choose to be in Thailand?
Again, we've been traveling to Thailand for a lot of years, and so Thailand was an easy choice. But I also love Asia, like whether it's Vietnam or Malaysia, Singapore. Love Hong Kong. So that food scene in Asia, for us, there's a real alignment. So we chose Thailand because of that passion. And we eat Thai food mostly every day, 3 times a day, right? And everything else that we can squeeze in. But no, we chose Thailand because we love it so much. We also have a genuine connection with a lot of people here in Thailand as well. Through the years we've made some great friends, Thai friends, and they've been really supportive about the things that we've done here and are doing. And we used to travel to Hua Hin, or we used to actually end our holiday here in Hua Hin.
Okay.
Because this town has it all. It's got beaches. You go 10 minutes that way, you're in the mountains. You've got international 5-star hotels with fantastic pools. And you've got a really good food culture. So it was always a no-brainer to end here, and we'd get the car back up to the airport and fly back to Australia. And that's the beauty about living here in Hua Hin, is you've got absolutely everything. But you just got to search it out a little bit too. It's not quite on your doorstep, and I think that's what people coming to Hua Hin really like, and that's what we try to do with our food tours and our sightseeing tours, is just not do the expected.
Is Hua Hin convenient for travelers?
Yeah, it can be. Like sometimes people go, it doesn't have an airport. We can't just fly straight in. Well, we actually do have an airport, and probably can fly in. But also the trip down from Bangkok is really quite convenient as well. People can either spend a few days in Bangkok and then grab a car down and then go on to whatever they want to do. And for me, I think it is convenient. And I think the other thing about what I like about Hua Hin and what travellers like about Hua Hin is it's got everything, but it's not, it's not flashy, and there's still a distinct local feel about Hua Hin. And I think that's what drives people here. And I'm biased. I am going to say it's convenient because I want people to get on planes and to come here, or get on a bus, or get on a car and come here and experience Hua Hin. So everything I really do with the business is around driving people to Hua Hin. And it's not only about promoting my business, it's about promoting the local traders or local business owners, the local hotel, whatever it may be, to attract people to come here.
How do you see the future of tourism in Hua Hin?
Well, I see it to be pretty bright, to be honest with you. And yes, I've got a vested interest in saying that. But I think there is a lot of business leaders and here in Hua Hin that are really trying to drive Hua Hin into the future. And travellers are looking for different experiences. And Hua Hin has got that unique feeling about it, that being international but also being quite local. And I think it's going to be bright. And I think, with the airport opening up as well, that's going to bring a lot more tourists in. And in turn, that gives better exposure to Hua Hin. So I'm all about driving people into Hua Hin, whether they come and do my little food tours or whether they come and stay at, beautiful resorts or not. That's what getting traffic into Hua Hin is going to be all about. So no, I feel pretty confident.
Well, thank you so much for today, and it was very nice talking to you. Thank you for watching Wow Hua Hin channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and like our video.
Thanks for watching the Wow Hua Hin channel. Do leave your comments or questions below and we'll get back to you. The Wow Hua Hin channel is produced by Surf 102.5 and Royal Coast Review in association with the Phoenix Group.